starting, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the show right now. Check one, check two. Looks good enough. All right, here we go. This is the beginning of all of it.
Sweet.
Hey, man, what's up? It is the Ace Michael Show. I'm Ace Michaels with you on the dial. Listen, man, I am happy to be a freaking live, you know? Like, I say it almost every show. I'm sure I say it. If there's a 5-day week, I say it 4.5 times that week. But I really mean it. Like, you got to think about this, man. Years ago, my heart started beating, and it hasn't stopped. Like every day I wake up, it's still beating. Every night I go to sleep, it's still beating. So what I'm trying to get to with that is if you are as lucky as I am to still be alive after all this BS you've been through, dude, count your blessings every day. Just do it. Do it. You got a dream? Do it. You got a goal? Do it. You got a taxes? I don't know about that, but you know what I'm saying? Do the rest of it. Okay? Live on the edge, man. So today on my show, I have a first timer. Bum, bum, bum. She's never been on the show before, so we're going to go kind of light on her at the beginning. Bullshit. Anyway, Shania Sierra. Try to say that 3 times fast. Shania Sierra. Shania Sierra is on the show today. Shania,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
It is my pleasure, your big time pleasure. I'm so excited about this interview. I'm looking forward to it. So let's get started. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who and why and what, you know what I mean? Like the basics. What's up with you, girl?
Oof, that's honestly a very common question, but it's very hard at the same time. Okay, so I'm 26 and I've been out here in Vegas now for about 3 years. And I like it out here. I'm from Oregon originally. I've been there my whole life, and I've been out here now as I'm a dog groomer. I do modeling. I do side gigs, and yeah, I'm just living my life, I guess, taking a day at a time and just hanging out.
That is what's up. And you were telling me before we got on the air, you were telling me about your dog grooming.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to call it? When people have their trajectory of life.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow you trajected into becoming a dog groomer.
Yeah.
Why?
So I've always had a passion for animals. Like, I love dogs. I've worked with animals my whole life. When I was in middle school, I used to do this 4-H program, and I would train obedience training with dogs. And I would travel like around Oregon and like at different events and different fairs and stuff, and would compete with other people that did the same thing. I used to volunteer at humane societies and clean kennels and stuff. So I've always had like a huge
Clean kennels?
Yes.
Clean kennels?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That meant you picked up the poop and the pee?
Everything.
Oh, hell no.
All of it.
Oh, hell
That's what
no.
I do for work as a living now. I give dogs haircuts and clean up poop and pee all day, get dog hair. Yeah.
You know what? Let me just say this. When I see you people in the park, and I do mean you people. What do you mean by you people? I mean you people. When I see you people in the park walking with a bag in your hand, excited about picking up, I'm talking a load of hot, messy poop.
Oh, no.
I'm not talking like, because some of y'all got big ass dogs.
With big ass shit.
Big ass turds. And I'm like, dog, are you serious? This level of commitment is kind of befuddling to me. Like, I can't understand why you love a dog that much
That you're going
to walk around. And even a cat wouldn't do that. Like, if a cat owned a dog, a cat
no.
would never. A cat would,
would
like,
walk away.
Let me tell you something, homie. This is called a litter box. You figure out how to use it, or you're going to be outside. It's that
Exactly.
simple. Because I am not picking up nobody's hot mess. A hot mess. I don't know about that.
It's
So
nasty. It's nasty sometimes. Not gonna lie, it is.
Yeah.
But I love what I do. I love working with the animals. I love working with dogs, and it's a lot of fun. But it's hard. People think my job is so easy.
I don't.
Like, oh, you gotta work, right? Like, oh, you gotta work with animals all day. That's so much. No, I get bit, I get scratched, I get peed on. I mean, I get like dog hair everywhere. I come home and find nail clippings in like my pocket and in my purse. Like, it's not a cute job.
I'm trying to see. I'm a person who always like I imagine things. Like I think ahead of whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here thinking, because you're a good-looking woman, by the way.
Thank you.
Very, very sexy girl.
Oh, thank you.
But ain't nothing sexy about picking up a hot mess.
Oh,
you
no.
know? So I'm sitting here trying to imagine. Okay, so you pick up hot messes,
Mm-hmm.
and you got a bag. I get it. You got some gloves. I get it.
Right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you get home and you meet your significant other.
Immediately a hot shower.
And your significant other is like wants to get a little frisky, and you're like, oh no, I still kind of got radiation on my hands. I need to clean up
Yeah.
before we
Mm-hmm.
don't try to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Well, right now I have no significant other. I am single, so
But you will one day.
I don't got to worry about that.
You is. You probably, as soon as they hear this radio, there's some guy's gonna hit you up. Guy or girl, I don't know what you're into. Guys,
No, I'm straight. I like
anymore,
men.
you never know. Like, isn't that crazy? Like anymore, it's become so commonplace. Like you're watching a
Exactly.
movie, just a regular movie. You're sitting there watching it, eating popcorn.
Out of nowhere,
Next thing
two
you know,
dudes
like,
making
oh,
out.
Damn, these two characters is gay. Okay.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, you got to ask yourself. You'll be like, well,
Like,
I'm okay with it, but damn.
exactly.
You got to tell me, like, is this script was getting ready to go in a slanted direction?
And then
didn't know he
boom.
was doing all that.
Right? You just
You know what I'm
anywhere. You just never know nowadays. It could be anywhere, anything. Like yeah.
I was recently watching James Bond.
Oh.
I don't know why I started on this. They had a thing on. It said the James Bond collection marathon, and some weekends they'll do that. Sometimes, like on a 3-day weekend, they'll be like all the James Bond movies. Back
Okay,
to
yeah,
back,
yeah.
Right. I've never ever watched all of them back to back, but I figured, you know what?
Might as well.
I will never know if I don't
Yeah.
try. I'll never know. Let me try it and see.
Mm-hmm.
So I started watching these James Bond movies, and this is going somewhere, by the way. So what I noticed was that I guess in the 50s they just didn't have gay. Like gay just
Oh
wasn't
no,
a thing.
no,
in the
no,
50s.
not back then.
Like,
Or if you were,
you
it
just
was
couldn't
very
be gay.
secretive. Like it was not open at all.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, you really couldn't be like
At all.
James Bond was the definitive male role model. Like every man was James Bond. Every
Yeah.
white man for sure
Right, yeah.
was James Bond if he was anybody. And James Bond was freaking cavalier. He didn't take anybody's shit. He
Nope.
told everybody like he's literally telling like police officers where to get off the bus. They're like, "Well, excuse me, we blah blah blah," and he's like, "No, chap, we're not doing that. Instead,"
And
we're
they
gonna-"
listen.
And then you hear that bing 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 bing, and so everybody's like, "Okay, we better listen to the British
Yep.
guy because he's obviously the guy, and let him go ahead and take the prettiest girl off our set that he wants, and
Right.
they can go
and
do whatever."
whatever.
Yeah, it's just it's nuts how the stereotypes have changed
yeah.
throughout the years.
Well, and it's crazy how different now, how everything is now how compared to what was like 3 years ago. I mean, how everything is just so like accepted and like, I mean, that's cool, whatever. But like
Yeah.
back then to now, it's just, I mean, back then gay wasn't a thing. Like you'd be like killed for it basically. Like
You would be
back
killed for it.
then.
I mean, no, that's why they
Even-
were killing witches years ago. They
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, I saw her kiss another girl. We're just gonna burn her at the stake.
Yeah.
That'll fix that."
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
It's
a totally different world.
It's crazy and how
Totally
fast.
different.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And so okay, so on this gayness, let's just say that it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not mad at it, but I do still kind of get a little upset when I see like why are you gonna make Superman be gay now?
Yeah.
Like why are you gonna make Batman be gay? Like what does their sexuality have
That
anything
yeah,
to do?
like that's my thing too. Like everyone has a right to their opinion, right to their choice, their whatever. But I feel like like me personally, I don't think we should be putting it in like kids shows.
Everything.
Like
yes.
I think we should just
yes.
let kids be kids and let them make that decision when they're older and they have that ability to make that decision, that choice. I feel like they're just forcing it down our throats.
So do you think that as they say that children realize that they're gay at a certain age and then they're conflicted and they want to be out at 7?
I don't know. I think yes and no. I don't. That's really hard. I feel like a lot of our influences and things that we are surrounded with, like so our music, our television, our shows, our parents, our friends, I feel like a lot of things influence our decisions, in the present and in the future. So I feel like maybe it could be a thought in a kid's head, but I don't think that they would have a full understanding of it until maybe like in their teen years. I feel like it could maybe take them in that direction, but I don't think a kid knows, oh, I'm gay or I mean, I don't know. Some people, maybe they've always have been. I don't know. I think it's different for everybody, but I think influences take a big role on that.
Okay, so I had a gay friend in middle school and high school. Derek was extremely gay. And he was always conflicted. He was having a real problem because, jocks didn't like him. Stoners didn't like him. You know how you have all these cliques in high school?
Of course, yeah.
He didn't fit any of the
In any
cliques
of them.
except he kind of fit into this gay clique, and he didn't know he was gay in middle school, but by the time he got to high school, he did.
Yeah.
And I do want to say this about, gayness and being gay and everything, all things gay. Let me just say this. I think it would be terrible to have to live a lie about who you are.
Yes.
I think that's the worst thing about
I
it.
totally agree.
Having literally know that I'm different. I don't want to do what you guys are doing. I want to do something else
that you want to
but
do.
I better not show you that I want to do it because you'll beat me up
and that's
you'll kill me
hard. Yeah. And see, no one should have to go through that, and no one deserves that. I feel like, I guess it's a good thing, like why things are so accepting is because I feel like people can be more themselves. 'Cause I don't feel like anyone should have to hide themselves for other people and for society. I mean, we are who we are, and people are going to judge you and say good or bad things about you, whether, it's good or bad. Everyone has a different opinion on things like that. So just be you. Like, who cares what people think, honestly?
It's true now. Like, now we can say that. But when you think about, like, Freddie Mercury, you think about George Michael, Boy George, even Madonna. Like, these people were fighting. Like, they were literally in battle to prove that they could walk down the same street as everybody else, that they could get the same basic human rights. We're not talking about extra stuff like hey man, when I go to Starbucks I get extra chocolate, right? Extra mocha for me because I'm gay. No, you're just talking about getting the regular serving of mocha that any other person would get, but you got to fight to get it.
Yeah,
that's nuts when you think about it.
That's true. Yeah, see, that's not that's not fair. I feel like it should be fair for everybody, like no matter what,
Well, it should be.
But it's
not. It's not. It's not the world we live in. Now, speaking of the world we live in and your passion for pets and whatnot, I had a guest on the show years ago when I was in Southern California and there were wildfires, go figure. And
right?
My guest was saying that a lot of animals, I know I switched from gayness to pets and back again. Hey man, that's how my show works.
Talk about gay pets.
Yeah, you gotta wake up early in the morning, man. We will be talking about gay pets.
Oh my god.
But no, my point was that this guest had said that a lot of times, like during a flood, animals get displaced.
Yeah.
And they end up like going through the same kind of PTSD
that we do.
That I can't believe that.
Oh yeah.
Is that a true thing?
Yeah, animals can get PTSD. They can suffer from anxiety. They can suffer from depression. They can get canine dementia. They can get the same disease and issues that us people can get. I have a little 16-year-old Chihuahua who's literally the love of my life, and he has canine dementia. He forgets where he's at sometimes.
Well, he's 16.
He's
right?
16. Yeah.
Isn't that like, how old is that?
Like 100 over a million.
Like, yeah,
no, he's like 111.
Is he in the
I
Matrix
think.
right now?
No, he's solid. He's going good. He's good. But no, dogs can get the same issues as we can get. Like, they can get diabetes, heart problems. They can get kidney failure, kidney stone. They can get the same shit that we can get.
Every animal can.
Right? I believe so. I know more about like dogs specifically, but I feel like all animals as a whole, they can have just as many issues as we can. Yeah.
Yeah, they would, because that's what they do. Like at the zookeepers and stuff.
Yeah.
They know, like, okay, this animal's got a tumor.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting that animals go through the same
thing, and people don't even realize it half the time. Like, they're suffering the same shit that we go through.
So listen, there's a guy. Okay, can I talk to you like this?
Yeah.
Okay. You're single. I can talk to you.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah.
There's a guy.
Okay.
In our neighborhood, right here near the studio.
Okay.
This guy's homeless. Okay, and he's got 3 pit bull dogs that he takes care of.
Yeah.
But he's homeless.
See, I feel like the homeless people.
Are you whispering? I was whispering.
I don't know.
You don't have to whisper.
I don't know. I'm just reciprocating it. No, honestly, I feel like homeless people, they take care of their dogs very well, though. I feel like
What? Hold on. What?
Yeah,
what is this?
Because that's all they have. That's their home. They're animals. And when that's your baby, that's your baby. Like,
okay. Listen, you had me at everything until right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, listen. Excuse me.
All right, I'll hear you out.
Listen, I don't think if you're depending on your own survival, you're living in the streets, you're out there doing it freaking caveman style. You're going day to day,
just surviving,
living how you live it. Okay, I don't see where there's a time to walk a dog, where there's a time to cuddle a dog, where dogs need attention. Like,
they do.
That's why
I
don't have a dog, because I know my lifestyle won't permit a dog. I travel all the time.
Yes, it's hard.
I leave the toilet seat up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be thinking about dog stuff all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if I was homeless, and I've been homeless, I've been couch surfing. I get it.
You know,
But
yeah, you've been
during
through
those
it.
timmings, I sure wasn't thinking,
Damn.
fucking a snickerdoodle would be great right now. Whatever white folks call it. Yeah, that's white folks stuff anyway. Black folks don't have them kind of
A
dogs.
doodle, a
Y'all be
snickerdoodle.
having
That's
them
that's a good one. I like that. A snickerdoodle.
The dogs are about like,
Right. A doodle.
they bark as if like they've only got so many barks left in them,
Oh yeah.
and they gotta spare them. Like,
Right.
anyway.
Some dogs be like that. Yeah.
So this guy's got 3 big pit bull dogs,
That's crazy.
and I don't even understand it.
I mean, do they look good? Like, are they fed? Like, are they? You
Yeah,
know?
they're all muscle.
Yeah, see?
Apparently he's, I don't even understand that either. Like, where does he buy the dog
The
food?
food,
Because he's
right?
homeless. They won't even let him in the store.
Probably
I'm sure.
McDonald's or something. Probably not even dog food. It's probably.
Oh, you think he's like hooking them up with burgers and shit?
Probably or like trash food. Honestly, I mean anything to take care of those dogs. You know, I mean that's all that they have. I agree and disagree. I feel like being homeless. Yeah, I've never been homeless, so I can't really speak on behalf of a
Have you
homeless
been close to
person.
homeless?
No.
Homeless adjacent? Home close?
No. I've
You
always
never ever. That's like an artist test 101.
I've been very blessed to have a place to always go. Even
you weren't even close. Like, you didn't have to stay in your car until like maybe 5 in the morning till the hotel opened up. Or ever that close?
I mean maybe, but not like in a life or death situation. But maybe by choice.
Wow. I don't know. I don't think you'll make it in L.A. Everybody that I've ever known in L.A. was
Has
like,
been
"Yep,
homeless.
we've been homeless. Yep, click."
I mean,
click,
I've
click,
been
clink,
like
clink, clink.
in between places. Like I
Okay.
said, I'm going through divorce,
We're
so
getting closer.
I've moved out from my husband's house and to my grandparents who were in the middle of moving to Oregon. So I needed to get a place right away, or I would have been homeless. So I busted my ass the last 3 weeks and got a place of my own. I've been there for a week.
Thank God you said your husband's house.
Well, it's our
Thank
house,
God.
but
No,
it's his house
stop.
now.
No, listen. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
Listen,
here we go.
Escucha me, my friend.
No,
Listen.
go for it. Go for it.
I hate when you watch these movies
Mm-hmm.
and this woman's like, I don't know what you're going to do, Todd, but you're going to have to get out of my house.
Oh, no.
And it's like, what?
No,
This can't be your house. This got to be some part of Todd's house, too.
exactly.
Like, this wasn't just your house.
Nah.
But as soon as the breakup happens, then the man owns nothing.
Nah.
Oh, don't you take that toaster. Oh, no. The rice cooker,
Oh,
that's
my
my
God.
rice cooker.
Okay, see, I agree. See, I left. So the house, so obviously my name is in the house still. It's our house, whatever. But
Okay.
yes, the house is his. I left, got my own place. It's his house, but we split everything equally. So I got the rice cooker, I got the air fryer, I got a bed, I got my half.
You better not have got no good CD collection out of
No,
it.
no.
Thank
But I
God
let
for
him
that.
have the house. I was
I
like,
told this girl that was living with me one time, and I knew we weren't going to get married. I knew we were going to break up eventually. But I said to her, quote, when we break up, do not try to keep the fucking bed sheets. Like, don't you think you're going to keep these nice quilts and these pillows and all the shit that I bought? When we break up, I'm taking that with me. And you know what? When we broke up, the first thing she did,
took
she
those.
grabbed the fucking sheets off the
Yeah.
bed. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh
That's
my
like
God.
$80
That's-
worth of sheets. You don't get to keep those sheets,
Right?
Holmes.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. See, with him though, we were pretty civil about it. So like
Okay.
he let me have half of what I wanted. So I took we had a 3-bedroom house with 3 beds. You're gonna keep 3 beds? No. So I took a
Right.
bed. He has the nice big bed and nice $1,000 mattress. He has all that. So he let me take what I wanted to take. So it was like a civil thing.
You guys had what they call an amicable split. You guys were amicable about it.
Yeah, not at first. At first, he was very pissed and very upset, and that whole shebang. And then after a week and a half, he came to the realization because of the dynamic of our relationship that it was for the best.
Yeah.
So we ended up doing a joint petition, and he basically let me have half of whatever I wanted, and I let him keep the house.
Did you ever go back?
Like, what do you mean?
Did you ever go back, have dinner one more time?
No.
Have sex one more time?
No.
Kiss one more time?
No,
Long lingering hug one more time?
we had a hug. Yeah, we talked about
A
everything.
Long lingering?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
That's a true breakup then.
Yeah, no, I'm done. Like it's for the best. So
Right on.
no, it's been a lot, but no, like the house, all that. He has a nice Subaru. He has a nice, everything, and I just doing my own thing.
So as a divorcee,
Mm-hmm.
because you had to have thought about this before, are you feeling like you would feel it weird when he gets another? Because he's gonna find somebody else. I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
if He was
definitely.
dating you, he's got to be a handsome guy.
Yeah, he's handsome. Yeah,
you know?
he's a good-looking
so
guy. Mm-hmm.
He's gonna find somebody. Have you thought about how is that gonna work for you?
I don't give a shit. I don't.
And there's our country song for the day, folks. This is
Like he.
Shania Sierra. I don't give a shit. Back to you with the traffic, Jim.
Like that's his choice. Like he can do what he wants. Like I left the relationship mentally and emotionally about 2 years ago. I was just with him to be committed to him because that was my husband.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've been gone for a long time, and I even told him to this day, like, get over me however you need to get over me. I don't care. That's your choice. That's your life. I don't care.
You sound like you said that too.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
No, I'm very straightforward. I did.
Ay, 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 ay. Okay, so then that happened, and that was a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then you come to Vegas. Why Vegas?
Well, but we were in Vegas when it happened. So we
that's
got
why it happened.
Yeah, right. No, so we got married in Vegas, went back to Oregon, and
Also
then
why it happened.
right, and then moved to Vegas 3 months later. We were together. We were married for 3 years, and I just left 4 weeks ago.
Too much Vegas in your life.
I know,
Vegas,
right?
you know, listen, if you're not from Vegas, let me just school you guys real quick. Vegas initiates bad shit in your life. Like you run into people out here who are snake oil salesmen, they're hustlers, they're ladies of the night, men of the night, swingers. It's just, I'm not saying you can't run into those same types of people in like Keokuk, Iowa. It's just that in regular places, people try to hide their dysfunctional stuff. You know, they do.
Yeah.
You meet people, they might say, well, you know, I've been in this program and I'm trying to stop doing this particular addiction and blah, blah, blah. But in Vegas,
It's all out there.
people carry it like a badge
Oh,
of
yeah.
honor. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, well, you know, I go to my sex addiction workshop on Tuesdays and then I'm in my AA class on Wednesdays and blah,
And then
blah,
on
blah.
my swingers on Saturday
Yeah,
night.
it's like, dude, are you okay, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a totally different world. And I thought I was going to be cool with it. When I first came here, I was single. When I first came to Vegas. And then I got here and I thought, oh, this is going to be great, man. This place is full of porn stars. It's like all these strippers. Like, this is going to be, for me,
Amazing.
this is going to be fucking heaven on earth, dude. I'm going to have the time of my life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too long before I was like, oh, my God, I can't deal with another one of these dysfunctional a-holes. I just can't. I don't get it.
It's too much.
It's like everybody comes here running from something, and then they get here, and
It's not what
the
it is.
dust is too much, the bowl is too deep. I don't know what it is, but then they realize they can't just springboard out of here. So now
Yeah.
they're stuck
They're
here.
stuck here,
And
yeah.
then they meet another person who's just as dysfunctional as them, and they
And then
keep the whole
both-
thing going. And God forbid they have dysfunctional
Just
kids
never.
too.
Yeah. It's a lot.
nuts.
And like for me personally, we had problems before we even moved here. So it wasn't like just because Vegas. Like I feel like Vegas might have influenced a little bit, but we've been toxic from the very beginning.
Wow.
So and it was just something that I just stuck out with. So
Toxic relationship was hard. I had the most toxic one that I ever had. I felt like I was trapped.
yes.
I did. I was like,
Yes.
I don't know what. I mean, and a big guy like me, I actually was brought to tears several times.
Aw.
Just my own tears. Like just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I don't know what to do because I don't want to be alone with this person because I'm afraid that I'll get riled up. They'll call the cops. We'll get in an
Something,
argument.
yeah.
So I can't do that. But I also can't get my house back. Like this person's living in my house. So
Yeah.
what do I do?
It's
And I
hard.
was always terrified. That today's going to be the day. Today's going to be the day. Today's going to be the day. I'm going to find out. My particular problem was this person had told me when we first started the relationship that she was a former meth addict.
Oh.
And I never dealt with anything like that. I was like, wow, I don't even know what that means. That sounds like a pretty strong drug.
Yeah.
But I guess if you've kicked it,
And that's good.
I mean,
and
I should be supportive.
Yeah,
I should
yeah.
be able to deal with that.
of course.
So we got into this relationship and come to find out, well, she'd never quit. She was always doing it, even behind my back
How does she?
the whole time.
How do you hide that though? How do you hide a drug addiction?
Well, I'm pretty self-absorbed. I've got a radio show. I produce music. I mean, 72 hours of the day, I'm not really there.
Yeah,
So it wasn't that hard. And I just noticed that little things were inconsistent. And I was like, you know what? I got to get out of this, but I don't know what to do
How
now
to do
because
it, yeah.
we're a team.
You're pretty deep in the relationship.
you know,
Yeah.
and-
And see, that's the hard part is finding that way out and it just not being messy. And, you know, it's
Right.
especially with, a person that's a drug addict, I don't even know. Like, that's hard.
Yeah. Well, you would want to get out of it. You would want to keep it far behind you as much as you could. But it's hard when these abuses are in your relationship. Like, I've dated around a bit. I had a person I dated who was a heavy drinker person. And that person we could have a great time,
Mm-hmm.
but if she had one drink, she would literally
Go crazy.
drink like it was water.
Oh,
Like she would take a drink and just
Oh, God.
while she was still talking, telling a funny joke, keep talking, fill up the glass again, and so blah 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 blah, fill up the glass again, and so blah 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 blah, and you couldn't stop it. You would be like
Damn.
Pac-Man trying to stop her before
Right, yeah.
she got all of the pieces. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, right?
And it was too late. Before you realize it, she started slurring the words. Once she started
Wow.
slurring the words, she became a mean lady. Everybody in
See,
the
that-
room was going to get a piece of that
That's
action. It was
dangerous. Oh,
terrible.
wow.
Yeah.
Some people can just do that, and that's just... See, I'm not a big drinker myself. I'd rather smoke weed, honestly. I don't drink.
And you know what? Speaking of addictions, have you ever run into anybody who's like, yeah, man, I was with this guy who was addicted to weed. It was terrible.
No.
No,
No.
no. He slept all day. He ate some Funyuns. He
Ate
watched
some-
some
ordered
binge
some
watched some
takeout.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Nuh-uh, nothing.
No big deal.
Yeah, see.
Weed's a great drug.
I love... Yeah, I agree.
And she's like, yeah, when I'm walking dogs, I like to be high. Man.
Right? Gets me through the day, put some music on. just
Okay, so
chill.
tell me more about you. So we know that you A, divorced,
Mm-hmm.
B, dog walker, C, pick up piles of
Dog-
hot mess.
hot dog
if you have
shit.
to, you
Yep,
will. You're
yep.
okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
What else? What's good about you?
I like to work out. I go to the gym about 4 to 5 days a week. So,
you get that endorphin rush.
oh, I love working out.
I've
yeah.
never understood the gym.
I love it.
I just don't understand it. I don't have
Oh
a
my-
problem with it. I just don't understand.
Just
Like,
understand. It's such a good feeling like I'm petite, I'm small, I'm 5'1", you know, I'm 100 pounds, whatever. But like working out, like I feel strong, and like when I see my body change, it's the change for me. I used to be overweight. I used to be like 150 pounds, and that's not like a lot, but for being petite and 5'1",
at 5'1", yeah,
That
is a
was-
lot.
that
I mean,
was-
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, I was
I couldn't co-sign
I
on
was
that.
a
I was like,
chunky
nah,
dunk.
homie, that's pretty big.
No,
for
no, I
5'1",
was pretty big,
150
yeah.
pounds,
So
yeah.
seeing my body change and like adapt, and you know, with all that, it's a really good feeling. It's an outlet for me. It's how I release my stress. And if I'm having a hard day at work, or a busy day, or a bad day, or like my divorce, like it's an outlet for me. It's something that I turn to, and I love it. It feels good, and I love seeing my body change, and it's just a good feeling.
Now, was your partner with you when you had all this weight?
Yes. So he was actually a bodybuilder himself, and
wow.
he met me when I was at my biggest, I guess you could say,
Mm-hmm.
and he helped me actually lose my weight and got into the bodybuilding lifestyle.
So
and
he was an actual bodybuilder,
he was an
like a competitive bodybuilder. Like
he was in-
Schwarzenegger?
yeah, he was in
Wow.
training to be competitive, but he actually had faced several injuries back to back and never actually competed. But he had a coach, and he was training to compete. But he never actually was able to compete because of his injuries. But he still taught me how to like meal prep and like the whole bodybuilding lifestyle, and just everything that came along with it.
Wow.
And so because of him, I really got into it, and I love it. I've fallen in love with it, and what I do every day.
I would have liked to have seen that. That seems like it'd be pretty romantic. He's all like, "Now look here, Shania. This is how you make a bread basket with a blah blah blah. And don't put too many carbs.
Right?
But just make sure you get a lot of
No.
vitamin D and vitamin C.
Right?
You want to be a winner like me? That's what
Yes.
you do."
Yeah. No, honestly, it was nothing like that. I hated working out with him. It was just, yeah. No, we would go to the gym together, but we would work out like separately.
I used to work with these solar guys that would do that. Like every morning, the solar manager
Mm-hmm.
would get in front of all of us, and he'd be like, "I wake up every day at 5:30 a.m. and then I go to the gym, and then I go knock on 100 doors.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to do that, you don't want to be a winner like me."
And then drink raw egg whites or something.
Yeah.
Ew.
I take the whole chicken and I just squeeze the chicken
Oh
and
my
let the
God.
protein suck into my throat. Because I'm a winner.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
something like that. Yeah,
If you don't want
no.
to squeeze a chicken, you don't want to be a winner like me.
Yeah, no thanks. I'll pass on that. But no, it was a lot, but no,
So
I
you
love
love that gym, do you?
it. I do.
I don't like the smell of gyms.
But yeah,
That's
yeah.
what keeps me away from it, to
They're
be
not
quite honest.
they're not all bad. I feel like some gyms have that smell.
But some enough
but
are to where you had to make that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
sir.
I think it just I think it's mostly the locker rooms mostly.
Nope. I
No?
don't even want that image. Don't even talk to me about that. Why you want to put that? I don't want that image. I'd rather have the image of you picking up dog shit.
Oh my
I don't want no image in no locker room. No, sir. No,
I know,
sir.
yeah, huh?
Mm,
So
and
you
towels.
don't ever work out like nothing?
No, I've never been one. I mean, I went to the gym a couple of times when going to the gym was kind of like a popular thing. Like, people were doing it because they, I guess they
Just
couldn't commit suicide, so they go to the gym.
Right.
But no, I've always been an athletic guy. I played football in high school. I don't know. My body goes like this. I go, body, let's wake up tomorrow. Let's do 50 push-ups and 50 sit-ups. And then the morning comes and my body goes, dude, you don't need to do all that. Just grab you a bagel, put a little cream cheese on it. You good, bro.
Put some chips
You
inside.
good. And when you're bending down to grab the bagel, that's your push-up right there. That's your
Exactly.
sit-up.
There
You
you
bent
go.
down, you crunched. Now use your arm, bend,
It's mostly a jaw
put it in your
workout.
mouth. Yeah. There
Yeah.
you go, bro.
There you go. I mean, then you're solid. You're set.
Yeah, and even during the pandemic, I thought when the pandemic started, when they first started lockdowns, I was like, okay, this is going to be my time that I am going to get fit.
Oh my, that was yeah.
No, sir.
I thought the same thing too, and I ate nothing but takeout food in my bed.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no. And when the gyms closed down for 3 months, I put on some weight.
Let me ask you since you are in the animal industry, let me ask you some questions that we can enlighten our listeners. Okay.
Yeah.
So question number one, and not all these questions will be numbered because I'm going to make them up as I go. But
yeah.
this one is definitely number one. Should animals eat human food? Give it to me straight.
Honestly, I feel like yes and no, because I feel like you can feed your dog carrots, you can feed your dog celery, you can give your dogs vegetables, they can have fruit, they can have raw meat, they can have those things if they can adapt to it. I don't think people food is bad for them. I think it depends on what the people food is. Like, you can feed your dog chicken breasts with white rice and bone broth with some carrots and stuff like that versus a McDonald's cheeseburger. You know what I mean? Like, my dog personally, before I fed him open farm, I would boil him chicken with basmati rice, bone broth, and give him like his little probiotics and his herbs and his supplement. So he ate people food.
Shit, I want to be your dog.
So right, you can give them zucchini, squash, you can give them their
Little salmon now
vegetables,
in the
salmon,
food?
yeah, you can give them fish. So yeah, I do believe that dogs can have people food, but I think it's the quality of the food that you give them.
Interesting. Okay, so question number two. Should dogs be allowed to sleep on the same bed as humans?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, definitely. My baby boy sleeps right next to me every night on my bed.
She did not call him her baby
Oh,
boy.
and he has clothes, he has sweaters, he has jackets, he has everything. Yeah. No, that's my baby.
And he sleeps on the bed with you.
Oh, yeah.
And you're fine with it.
Oh, definitely.
No kicking him off the bed.
Nope.
Nice.
Nope.
Nice. You ever kiss him on the mouth?
Oh, all the
That's
time.
question number.
All the
kiss
time.
your dog on the
Yeah,
mouth?
yeah.
Why?
The
You kiss your
mouth,
dog
the
on
head,
mouth?
his belly, his paws, everywhere.
You let him like lick his tongue on your lips?
Oh, no,
like
no,
that?
no, no, no.
Yeah, okay. That's
No,
what I'm talking about.
We don't
I'm
make
talking
out.
about the hot
We
shit.
don't make
Yeah.
out or anything like that. But no, I let him kiss, my face, like my nose or
okay.
something on my forehead,
When he's excited, like he
Yeah.
comes like,
Yeah, when
you're
I come.
cool with that.
Yeah.
But not like,
But no, I don't know. No.
right, I get you. Yeah, that's pushing it a
Nothing
bit,
like
yeah.
that. No, yeah.
Okay, and so what about the myth? Let's debunk some myths, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Dogs and cats. Do they really get along or do they really hate each other?
I think that's a myth.
You
I
think it's
feel
a
like,
myth?
yeah, because I've had a dog and a cat at the same time, and it was just fine. My grandparents have had a dog and a cat at the same time. It's just fine. I think like outdoor cats, like when I'm walking my dog and he sees an outdoor cat, like those feral cats, he'll
Yeah.
go after them, something like that. But I feel like if you have both of those animals and they grow up together, I feel like they can easily get along.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. We want to ask the question about some people say that when you leave your house, your dog goes crazy and doesn't know the distance of time from when you left and when you come back. Dog has no idea how much time you were gone. You could be gone for 3 weeks. You could be gone for 30 minutes. Either way, the dog doesn't know the difference. They're just sitting by the door waiting for you to come back. Is that true?
I think so. I do believe that dogs don't have that concept of time. So I don't think they know, like, they don't know that. You know what I mean? They're just happy that you're back. My dog personally, like, he barks when I leave and then he'll calm down. But I don't think they know. I think that when you get home, they're just happy to see you.
And you don't think they sit here and go, damn, man, you left on Tuesday. Where you been?
I don't think so.
No?
If they do, I have no idea. But I don't think so. I think that they know that you're gone and they miss you. but I don't think that they understand like the time frame of it. I think that when
Mhm.
you're back, it just clicks in their head like, oh, like that my person's back. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't think that they understand like the time and the in between.
I used to know a lady. She had this big, huge pit bull dog, and this dog would constantly chew on her sofa.
Mhm.
That's how big the dog was. The dog was big enough to put the corner of the sofa in his mouth
Wow.
and just chew it if he wanted to.
And you said it was a pit?
It was a pit bull, yeah.
Okay, pity.
And I was just blown away, like the determination that she had. You need the companionship a lot if you're going to be willing to buy new sofas every 3-6 months, because this
'Cause your
dog,
dog
the
chews.
dog literally chewed her whole sofa up. Wow. Literally. And I was like, honey, boom, are you serious right
That's
now?
crazy.
That takes a lot. I don't know if I could do all that.
That dog is bored or has anxiety. So she needs to give him like something to distract himself. Because that's what dogs do. Like if you have working dogs, like herding dogs, like shepherd dogs, they need a job to do. So like I don't know what job specifically. I can't give any ideas right off the top of my head. But if you leave them home, they're going to be chewing up stuff. They're going to be getting into things because they're working dogs. They need to have a job. As far as a pity, he's probably just bored or has anxiety, and that's how he's releasing his anxiety. Because dogs, like, they lick themselves. They chew things too. That's their release when they have anxiety or stress. So he's either bored or has anxiety.
He could be stressed. I might have been stressing him out.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, he was only chewing around when I was there.
Oh my God.
That was probably exactly why. He's like, oh, fuck,
So
this is coming. Out.
yeah, so it's a
Son of a bitch. Can't stand me
it's a
some Ace.
release for them.
That's what's up, Shania. I had a wonderful time with you on the
Thank
show today. I
you.
hope you'll come
I
back
do
and do the
too.
show on a regular
Oh,
basis.
I would love to. Yeah, it'd be fun.
And that is what's up. Hey, you guys follow Shania and take this good advice. Like if somebody's giving you advice on how to take care of your pet, I think you should just follow that.
Yeah.
Like don't even wonder where it came from. Don't be like, well, that came from the Ace Michael show. I'm not sure if that's valid. I know how y'all are. It is valid. That's what's up. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for liking and sharing and subscribing and making the show be something really special. You know what I say at the end of every show, and I mean it to this day. Live the life you love. Love the life you live. Thank you.